So Gray Zone Warfare just gave us a ton of information on the newest update 0.2, which is also known as the day to night cycle update, which you guys have seen in probably my previous videos where we go over the night vision. But there's a lot more coming to this update besides the day to night cycles, a lot of really cool features, a lot of cool things that they're adding. And if you're excited for that, grab yourself a snack and let's get into all the details right now. So the first thing I want to go over is the high value loot that they're adding. Prior to this, we never really had a reason to search for anything besides those quest items, but they're actually changing all this in this update. In update 0.2, there's going to be high value items that aren't going to be easy to find, but because the economy system in Gray Zone Warfare is being revamped, finding these high value items is going to allow you to gear up a lot faster in Gray Zone Warfare. Key spawns, a major concern in Gray Zone Warfare, have been significantly improved. Essentially, keys can be found in locations around the area that you're trying to unlock. As you see here, we have the Bombpaz Elder's house key sitting right on top of this laptop. And prior to this, we were praying that an NPC would end up dropping the key. So that is a big improvement over the last update. Looting has been improved tremendously and is going to allow you to directly loot backpack, rigs, and containers from the ground. Now, this is going to reduce the time spent searching through those inventory screens while quickly allowing you to gather the essential gear and resources during the heat of battle, keeping the action fluid and minimizing downtime in-game. Another major change coming is to inspecting injured teammates and accessing their loot. So if a player is in a coma state, you can borrow some of their medical supplies to actually heal them. Prior to this, you weren't able to do that. And if you didn't have any medical supplies, you were just out of luck. But the good thing is now if your teammate who's in a coma has those medical supplies, you can borrow them, heal them up, and get them back into action. Now, faction patches are on their way in this update, allowing you to better identify your teammates and hopefully cutting down on the team killing going on in those PvP intense battles. So a nice quality of life change coming in the next update. Helicopter mechanics have been overhauled to streamline your travel experience across Lemang Island. Little birds now spawn and despawn closer to the map's edge, reducing the time you spend waiting for transport. Helicopters now start their journey from off-map locations to the closest LZ, which is going to save you a tremendous amount of time. And on top of all that, they optimize their flight paths to cut down the time from point A to point B to keep you in the game longer and less in the sky. They updated the health and death screen, now displays bullet trajectories, showing you exactly where the shots hit you and the path that they traveled. Not only that, when you're looting bodies, you can see how that person ended up getting killed and where they were shot when they did get killed. This is a huge change because a lot of times you had no idea where the bullets were coming from, but at least now it gives you a better idea of where you were getting shot from. Task and Gray Zone Warfare are getting a revamp with new additions and storyline tweaks. Essentially, items may now be relocated, and with the introduction of nighttime play, you can choose to tackle tasks under the cover of darkness for an added challenge. They're also introducing 20 new tasks. Some are specifically designed for night, allowing you to explore different aspects of the game and adapt your approach based on the time of day. New emotes are being added to help you communicate between your own faction without having to send messages, but they're also adding a faction messenger system to allow you to communicate with your whole faction instantly. They're finally adding an in-game reporting system to easily flag those cheaters, those team killers, or any type of disruptive behavior that is ruining the experience for other players. These types of updates are aimed to enhance not just the gameplay, but the overall experience of playing in a cooperative game. More loot, many of you may ask, where am I going to store all this? Well, as you progress and complete more tasks, you'll have the chance to expand your locker capacity, allowing you to store more loot and gear. This upgrade helps stay organized and makes each return to the base more rewarding. Now, one thing they did want to mention that if you do have the support edition, they don't plan to exceed the storage space provided in that edition. So if you have a tactical edition, well, you'll get 10 plus lines at rank 30. And then obviously if you have the base edition, you'll get at 20, you'll get 10 lines. And then at rank 30, you'll get the other 10 lines. Now they are bringing 6 new guns to Gray Zone Warfare, the iconic 1911, the versatile MP5, which you're seeing on screen, 4 new AKs, the AK-12, AK-15, AK-19, and the AK-308, plus the classic AKS-74U, all coming in this update. In addition to all these new weapons, they're rebalancing ammunition to ensure that the existing weapons remain viable and competitive. I can't wait to see what they're doing with the weapons and actually get to try something else besides the Mark 18 or the M4. For the first time ever, you'll have the ability to hold weapons without a magazine, allowing you to use the last bullet in the chamber or pick up weapons dropped without magazines. I guess we can finally say that every bullet matters in Gray Zone Warfare. And that's not even all the changes that are coming to Gray Zone Warfare. The devs did say this is part 1 of part 2 for the devlog, so they'll dive even deeper into more changes coming. But based on what we currently know of all the changes from day to night cycle to new weapons, new quest, high value loot, and even our death screen where it shows where the bullets came from that killed us. Those changes right there have me really excited to dive back into Gray Zone Warfare. And for a player who put in over 400 hours, I can't wait to sink in another 400 into this game. And I would like to know, what do you guys think of the changes that I talked about today in this video that are coming to Gray Zone Warfare? Do you guys plan on diving back into Gray Zone Warfare if you already bought it? Or if you haven't, is it a game that you're thinking of picking up now that you know a lot of these changes are coming? And that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Remember, if you guys haven't seen the previous Gray Zone Warfare video where I talk about night cycle, the night vision, highly recommend checking that video out. But there was a lot of really good information that the devs gave us a couple weeks ago. So highly recommend watching that. And if you made it this far, if you could do me a favor to help out the channel, leave a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Nothing but skills out.